As a kid, I was terrified of, we had like a laundry room, and I was always scared to go in there because the dryer would make weird noises and I thought it was a monster.
When I was younger, I had a fear of garbage disposals. For good reason, they're terrifying. But I saw this movie once where a woman shrunk down and accidentally fell into a garbage disposal, and that just freaked me out.
I was very scared of pizza. I was very scared of pizza because there were so many layers that I didn't understand. So like if I pulled the cheese up, I would like back off and be like, what is that? So I didn't eat pizza until I was like 10, and now I love it. The first pizza my mom ever brought home was an everything, and I was like, why is there so many things?
I was always scared of wasps and like bees and stuff because I was afraid they were going to chase me and kill me.
All right. The dark definitely scared me for a little bit. This was kind of freaky. I remember one night waking up and I swear I saw these like big yellow eyes coming from the bathroom. I didn't use that bathroom for like a week. So, yeah.
I was definitely afraid of getting my picture taken. I don't know why, but in every family picture, everyone had their faces and you can only see the back of my head.
I was always afraid of walking on the tiles, like the grooves, because of the saying, like, step on a crack and break your mama's back. And I didn't want to break my mom's back, so I just made sure I always stepped on the tile and not the groove.
I was afraid that my toys would come alive like Toy Story did, and they would hang out in my room.
I was afraid that I was going to slip on a banana peel and crack my head open so I wouldn't eat bananas. I was afraid of bananas because in TV shows, you always saw like characters slipping on banana peels and going to the hospital. So
I have a lot of fears in my life now. I fear failing. I fear making a lot of mistakes because I feel like a lot of people will be disapproving of the way that I live, because the older I've gotten, the more I've realized that people in my life expect me to conform and be a certain image.
I'm afraid of the ocean because there's so many like living things in the ocean, and it's like so deep, and like it just freaks me out. Like I love the ocean from the beach. I just don't like the idea of being like out in the middle of the ocean.
Spiders. I can't do spiders. If the spider's like the size of a quarter, I mean, I'll be freaked out and I'll kill it. But if it's like fist-sized, like, no, somebody else can do it.
Definitely public speaking.
My biggest fear probably is of the unknown. I don't like taking risks because I don't know what's going to happen if I take the risk.
I'm scared of like not fulfilling like my potential. Like I know God's plan, but at the same time, like, I'm scared I won't fulfill it. Like living up to what I'm supposed to be doing.
Being alone. I just feel not safe. I feel like if there's people around me, I'm safe because they can protect me.
Okay, well, I'm going to be a senior this year. Gotta think about college and think about what I want to do with my life, and trying to find that direction. That's a hard thing. It's a scary thought. Another thing is that I have a lot of expectations placed on my shoulders, and one of my biggest fears is letting everybody down. So
I think I'm afraid of failing because I'm afraid of like not being successful when like I'm older. Like even though I'm young, I sometimes like tend to worry about the future when I shouldn't. It's like I'm worried too much about not being successful.
I deal with that fear by studying God's word and being truly implanted in him and knowing who I am and identifying myself with him. And if I'm living a way that isn't offensive to my God, why should I care how other people view me?
I try to like get into a mindset of like, God already has everything planned out for me, and I just need to trust that instead of worrying about it all the time.
It makes me feel great. Anytime I just overcome a fear or do something scary, and whenever you do it, it just feels amazing. And I mean, I think fear is not always a bad thing. I think that if we're not getting scared every now and then we're probably not doing what God's called us to do. I think sometimes we got to find comfort in being uncomfortable.
I pray, and then I just go to my friends for encouragement so they can boost me and help me feel better.
I mean, I give it to God. I know that I did everything that I possibly could. And if I didn't, then I know that that's something I need to fix. But if I do end up letting somebody down and I gave everything I could, I mean, I can't hold on to that. Like, it'll make me feel crappy for a little bit, but give it to God, move on.